Hi guys, happy Monday. It is time to talk the Real Housewives. I have some tea for you guys. Nothing like too serious, but I thought I would come on and share with you guys that I listened to an Apple podcast that Teresa Luis recently did, and I kind of wanted to give you guys the rundown of a couple of things that I came across that I thought would be interesting to you guys about the wedding, and also have some gossip about Jen Aiden's birthday party that she just had this weekend. I'm sure you've seen, if you followed Teresa or Jennifer on Instagram, then you've definitely seen them in their stories. Before I get started, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and put your alerts on so you don't miss anything that I'm posting. Okay, so Teresa on this podcast, the Apple podcast, she says that Dina is in her wedding. She's having her 4 daughters be her maids of honor, and then Dina would be her matron of honor. And she confirms that Dolores and Dina do not get along, and that partially that's why Dolores was not invited to the engagement party, because it was a very small, intimate event. Teresa explains that they only had 2 long tables, so when Melissa and Joe say that they weren't sat at Teresa's table, it doesn't mean that there was a ton of people there and a bunch of different tables and they were scattered. 2 long tables, a small, intimate event. And so she thought it was best that Dolores not come. Dina was going to be there. Obviously they don't get along. She did say that she had initiated double dates with Dolores and David several times, and it just didn't seem like it ever could happen. And she started to realize that her and Dolores really didn't talk or hang out outside of the show for whatever reason that is. But she said that's going to change. They did go to lunch. We see Teresa having dinner with one of the new girls that's coming on the show, but the word on the street is they're still not filming yet. Still not filming yet for the Real Housewives of New Jersey. But they want Teresa to interact with the friend that's coming on the show, so they're probably encouraging her to go out and take photos and Instagram and do all of that, so that there's a little bit more depth and intro to the new friend when they introduce her into the show. Something interesting I heard on Behind the Velvet Rope with David and Kim D was he said that they probably told Teresa, go out, go earn that money that we're paying you, and that they comp everything, everything at the restaurant, drinks, dinner, they send Bravo the bill. They comp everything. Kim D also explained that Louis does not have a private jet of his own, that he commonly does what other people do, and they will throw in and share one if they're both going to Florida, whatever the case may be. Now the gossip I have about Jennifer's birthday party was, if you guys follow me, you heard in a couple of my videos back that I let you guys know that Jennifer only invited 2 people from the cast of the Real Housewives of New Jersey to her birthday party, and it was Melissa and Teresa. That was it. Okay, so when we watched everything from her party on Instagram, Melissa was not there. She was not anywhere to be seen. That's not good, number 1. And number 2, if you follow any of the the Gorgas on Instagram, then you would have seen that they were all together for Mother's Day. Teresa was with her family, and Joe and Melissa was with Melissa's family, because she has 2 older sisters. And she's not sick. She looked agitated the whole time that they were all of the Instagram stories I seen her in from Mother's Day. She looked miserable, but maybe she was hungover. That's what I was thinking, that she had went to Jennifer's party and that she probably was hungover. Maybe she was there. Maybe she came in and said hi and then left but couldn't stay. Maybe Joe didn't want to go. Who knows? But as far as we can see and as far as we know, she was not at Jennifer's birthday party. So one last thing, I'm gonna do a whole review on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, of course, but I wanted to tell you guys there's so much questions going on around the internet about what Sheree does. How does she make money? How does she keep up with the chateau? And a lot of people have said the same thing as me, she was married to an NFL football player. He's retired, but when we saw them on the show, he owed her a lot of child support, so she possibly could still be getting money from child support, but she also is a realtor. That's the word on the street. She is also a realtor. I thought she did personal training because she has such a great body, and I thought that I they had talked about that before in the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Maybe I'm wrong. So make sure you comment, let me know if you guys have heard anything else about Sheree Whitfield and allegedly what her job is, you know. There's also some things going around about Marlo on Twitter that I'm debating whether I should report on or not, only because it's stuff that happened like 30 years ago. But it was, you know, considered by Bravo, and allegedly why Bravo never took Marlo on full time was because of you know, the record that she has from much long time ago in Florida. And I just want to remind everyone, people change, people make mistakes when they're younger. I know a ton of people that would say it's not that they didn't break the law, they just didn't get caught breaking the law. So hopefully we can all find a little grace for Marlo and enjoy her this season. So make sure you hit the like button, make sure you subscribe, and we will talk soon.